Hello everybody, I hope you all are having a beautiful day. This video is specifically going to be a metaphoric warning for Zionists at the moment and all other nations that are committing atrocities. And I'm going to specifically use the Zionists as an example and help you all understand what's happening in real time and why when my friend said that the crucifixion and these different events are running concurrent or consecutively at the same time, I understand spiritually what he means. Now, we can get into the spooky action because you guys aren't going to use religion or science to destroy each other. Einstein was really religious and he believed in spooky action, and a portion of his physics included a bunch of ghostly things. And you religious people couldn't survive without science. You have lost your purpose and are no longer instinctual creatures. I'm tired of you using cell phones, televisions, cars, and all this other stuff, making fun of scientists. You look really fucking ridiculous. Okay, so my warning to the Zionists. There was an event that happened a while ago called the Holocaust. While you all are trying to whitewash this and ignoring the 30 million Africans that have been killed, and also, actually, it's not necessarily whitewashing, it's elitism. Because if you all are unaware, the Mongols killed almost 50 million Europeans. They talk about the Chinese wall a lot because the Chinese tried to ward them off. The Europeans couldn't. So you're looking at 35 million Africans dead, almost 50 million Europeans dead, then another 50 million Europeans from World War II. But the 5 million from the Holocaust? I'm explaining to you all because Holocaust means burnt offering. So what are they offering and what's happening at a higher level? And I've told you all before, the sick nature of this entire world and what they're doing is they have a set amount of control. But a lot more people in this world are Christian that believe in a prophecy or a book. If they can get the elites into a spot where they're the religious leaders and put the kingdom, pieces of this kingdom where they want it to be, you'll have ultimate power and control because then people will believe in it religiously. But this is my warning to Zionists. That Holocaust can be likened to Moses and the Exodus. You all use Moses' name, got a bunch of people from around the world. Remember the flood toppled over the Pharaoh. Remember I told you the floods are like peoples sometimes. The peoples came to Germany, toppled over the Pharaoh, and destroyed that system. Well, then, just like in written history, what did people do with pharaohs? They imitated it, right? Then Nazis and white supremacists started growing across the world. We'll call them pharaohs. Well, then, what happened once they were free from this oppression, and this will be later down the line once we get into Canaan. Once they were free from this oppression and Moses helped them, right, the religion, then once they were in the wilderness, a man named Netanyahu came and appeared, right? Akhenaten, Netanyahu. Well, here's the problem with what happened. Even though Netanyahu was alive with the older generation, this whole generation of Zionists, y'all are going to be separated in the wilderness. This older generation, and like I want to say years and years down the line, because the reason why I say Netanyahu is because y'all will still have him in history books, but all these random people are going to be gone, right? And so then, how they're going to use the name? They are going to demolish him and lead righteously out of the wilderness, out of the psychopathy. And so this is happening in real time, right? Y'all had the Exodus, right? Y'all left out of that land. Now y'all are coming into Canaan, right? And what are y'all doing? Y'all are assimilating into Canaanite culture, right? What y'all were told not to do. Spitting on people like Christians do and white supremacists and Nazis. Telling people you don't want them there and you're the elite race. Ignoring the religious portion of the book and just becoming psychopaths with it, talking about Amalekites and this and that. And what happened to every single one of them people in the wilderness? We want the prophecy to happen now. We're going to bring it in now. We don't want this manna. Y'all are striking the stone at the moment. Y'all are killing them people who originally were there. And y'all are trying to get some religious prophecy to come true. But lo and behold, every drink from that rock that y'all take, from all the mitzvahs and laws, is going to further put y'all down a path of murderous violence. A lot of people are breaking away from this and only listen to the Ten Commandments. Those are the people with circumcised hearts. Y'all have a space and time to listen to the Most High that tells y'all to be peaceful and do things righteously. Exemplify his spirit righteously. Because this whole older generation of Zionists, I'm seeing them throwing pill bottles on tables, spitting on people, act crazy. All the people that don't want to be a part of that is breaking away. Getting out of that wicked land like they are told to, fleeing from that bullcrap. There's other entities that do this too. Look at the Middle East. They just broke away from American oppression and now they have a choice. Are they going to, after the Pharaoh or America was drowned in political propaganda and people saw what they were doing to the Middle East, are the Middle Easters going to righteously survive in the wilderness? Or are they going to be like Joshua and try to conquer things? Are you guys going to continue to follow this book that teaches genocide? Or are you going to lay down your cross and do things righteously? Make that sacrifice of saying, I will not follow this shit no more. Y'all want to use metaphors and words out of books? Use them in a way that fuels my programming to do right. Wake up and do not let the Lord rest. Continually watch over what I am doing. Continually think. Continually lay my life down to do what's right. Not murderously, but taking away from what caused harm to me. Now let that cigarette be a metaphor. Do not carve your name into books that later lead to prophecies that leave you cursed. Take away the Islam. Take away the Judaism. Take away the Christianity. Is what you're doing right? Take away all your idols. Sit there, read the Ten Commandments over and over, not the ones in that book. The ones I leave, then you rewrite them and write them over and over and think about them. And then read that book and think and look at what your civilizations are doing. They turned the Ten Commandments into the dragon. They have turned the 616 mitzvahs into the beast. And they have turned Christianity for good and evil and Islam for good and evil for Allah into the beast that talks like the dragon. The reason why the Bible is coming true is because billions in the Quran and Torah, they're all the same book minus a couple of blah, blah, blahs. It's because people are programming their souls with them unrighteously instead of me being the Most High. Netanyahu, Trump, these Saudi princes and kings and these leaders in these Islamic caliphates are creating Satanism. These different leaders in these different dictator lands harm people to get their point across and are a part of the satanic beast. And you all have now but a short point in time, but to awaken and stop doing what you're doing. This is my warning to you, hollering from the wilderness. I don't care if you call me a wild man. I don't care if you say I survive on whatever insects and beasts that I see around to give myself nourishment to survive. You all need to wake the fuck up. All of humanity. We are all not the same. We cannot all learn at the same pace, and we need to accommodate people for their levels. If you are higher than others, then you need to learn to control thyself and not manipulate. If you are lower than others, You need to learn that maybe I have a deficit somewhere and should find a foundation and not be manipulated by everybody. Men from our current perspective cannot walk over water, but spiritually speaking, we easily can. Walking over every teaching we see, every idea that's brought to us, all those things. And then, as I destroy the wickedness of something, I can pick up the good from it and enjoy it in a way that doesn't cause harm. Or I could take that lighter, right? And I could go light a bunch of stuff on fire, right? And be destructive, right? Or I could take this cigarette and teach thousands of people to smoke them and that is good, even though it's horrid and destroys the body with every puff. Or I could enjoy what's for me righteously and teach others the dangers and the harm and why I even picked these up. Because of socialism. Because of socializing with everybody. But at the same time, once as an adult I did see the good in them, I realized they helped calm my nerves significantly. And yes, I call that a self-sacrifice. Yeah, it's maybe causing me harm, but at the same time, it keeps me from harming a lot of other things. When I say that, I'm not talking about picking up swords and shooting people and doing crazy shit. I'm not saying this dictates over me and I'll still remain constant. It's something I like to do. Let me edify. For me. So, a man has a choice. He sees another man lying on the road, harmed, needing help, thirsting. What does that man do? He's wearing a star and a moon on his hat. He's wearing a yarmulke. He's got a cross on his chain. What do I do? What would you do? You all need to stop saying, what would Jesus do? Because unless you want to be gracious pigs. And you need to start saying, what would you do? What would I do? I need to start telling the truth on the inside, where at least only I hear these things. And perhaps then I will tell the truth on the outside, not be afraid to tell the truth on the outside. Not everything is meant to be spoken. A lot of things need to remain on the inside for edification. But certain things may need to be explained and talked about. There's a situation and a time for everything. But don't twist my words and say that murder and stealing and theft is okay. Because you know how I feel. I abhor those things. Those are the things that I hate. It's slavery, murder, and oppression, baby. And unrighteous capitalism is slavery. You're playing in a system that you have it's slavery with choices. Slavery with choices. And if you don't play, you're going to have a bad day. Y'all aren't in a democracy. Democracies don't even make true sense, if you ask me. You're going to do whatever you want at all times. All these systems are dumbass fucking names. It's the humans that are in that system. Because I'll show you 100 socialists that'll make a utopia. And I'll show you 100 democratic people that'll run that motherfucker to the ground. I'll show you 100 white supremacists, as long as there ain't no people of color around them, that'll probably have a perfect civilization. And then I'll see 100 people of color that'll run some shit to the ground. I see 100 people of color that'll advance us into 10,000 years AD. Well, I see a million something people of no color destroying themselves and everybody else around them. It don't got nothing to do with none of those fucking things I said. It's the fucking humans involved. And why actually supremacy and racism and those other things will destroy your civilization. Every time. Sacrificing animals to make things happen, pure fucking buffoonery. Following words of dead men to make something happen, pure fucking buffoonery. Those men were looking for you in the future to edify them because they didn't have it all. Not for you to then go dig them up and resurrect zombies. Moses is all on the mountaintop, just like y'all said, of all these people. And then they take other characters and words and put it up there too and create armies of destruction. I am here to rip the vines off the wall, the weeds off the wall, and provide grapes for a lot of violent, barbaric apes. So, I would just implore you all to start to question certain things and look within and start to create a large awakening throughout humanity and stop like fighting each other on dumb fucking debate videos and arguing with each other about shit you agree on, but just from a different faction. And then awaken the mind to realize human, and then realize we are all us. And so, man, the Zionists have a space and fucking time. I will not accuse the Russians for what they're doing. Any Zionist that agrees with Ukraine right now, I know what's happening. It's all a part of a Nazi-like network of supremacists. After how many people I found out the Nazis and the Ukrainian neo-Nazis killed, I couldn't fucking believe it. After I found out they were on Hitler's side in World War II, I couldn't but fucking believe it. They don't tell nobody none of this stuff. And got people of color talking about, go Ukraine, go Ukraine. And if Ukraine won, would skin them and don't even know it. This shit is insane. Got people talking about, go Zionists as Christians. And if the Zionists won, you would be fucking eradicated. You'd be picking up a cross real soon and don't even realize it. Got Muslims, right, arguing with the gays and fighting the gays, and now they're having the gays as their best friends, talking about, no, don't do this to the Palestinians. Seeing trans people and gay people everywhere make videos advocating for you fucking murderers. The ironic shit I see day-to-day basis. And yet still, all these African-American gays trying to shrill with the white gays, and then I see the white gays trying to shield for black people, and then black people stomping on their fucking heads saying, we believe in the Most High. What enslaved them in the fucking first place, right? A Germanic book. And then I see these fucking gays talking about white power. We're tired of the blacks. It's just a tornado of stupidity, man. And I'm pulling out as many as I can. Come sit in my pickup truck for a while, and then we'll go back into my mansion after it's all said and done with. I promise you. I have many fucking rooms.